Rescue Gun by Mr. Gaster. The sounds of explosions shook the ground again. Quilin, a young Afni, held his head while cowering in the makeshift bunker his hatching fathers had built just in time before the Regners, a highly aggressive hive mind species, declared war against his kind. When our ambassador called for help in the Galactic Senate, nobody was willing to help. Everyone was busy preparing for their own time being attacked. Those species used US as a scapegoat to buy more time to prepare. One of our elders said in an angry and sad tone, "Well, did I say that everyone denied help? One species actually did offer us support, a relative newcomer to the Senate. I think they called themselves humans. Of course, what could a single species do against a hive mind with a thirst for blood? Nothing, I guess. At least nothing that could save us from our downfall. We accepted it, of course. This way, we had at least a sliver of hope that our kind wouldn't be completely wiped from existence. Well, they didn't come to help. It has been 11 decacycles, and nobody has helped. I guess the Afni really are alone in this mess," another elder said with sorrow in his voice. Thunk, thunk, Quilin jumped when someone or something banged against the door of the bunker. Everyone fell silent. Was it the Regners? Had they finally come to end us? Nobody dared to make a sound while focusing on the door. "Open the door, we're here to help. Hurry, we don't have much time," someone shouted from the other side of the door. "Mother, I think they're not the Regners. We should open the door," a young girl said in a hushed voice. Her mother chimed in. "Regners don't talk. She's right. Regners are a hive mind after all. They simply kill and assimilate. Open the door." "Shh, be quiet, God's damn it," another elder said. Thunk, the being behind the door, shouted, "Open the door," while striking at it. It took Quilin all his willpower to stand up. Carefully, he made his way to the door, the eyes of everyone staring at him with wide, nervous looks. Was he sure that those beings were not the Regners? No. It could be that they had learned their language and were trying to lure them out of their hiding spots. But to be honest, he was taking the chance of finding his end right here for the slim chance of making it out alive. Better than starving in this tin can of a bunker. Ka-chunk! As soon as he unlocked the door, it flew open with force. Quilin was fast enough to jump away from it in time, or else the force would have easily broken his bones. What he saw coming through the doorframe wasn't the Regners, but they didn't resemble the humans either. Too bulky and with some kind of metallic shell. Are you humans?" the little girl asked in a frightened tone. "Yes," replied the hulking figure before them. "I'm sorry, but we don't have time." Quilin wanted to ask them what was going on, but he didn't even have the time before they raised their slug throwers and started shooting into the crowd. Panic spread as people were hit, and something slightly glowing splattered all around. Left and right, people changed colors from their natural aquamarine into that very same grey, then froze for a few seconds and collapsed into a pile of sickly grey mud. "Why? You wanted to help us," Quilin shouted at the humans. "You were supposed to save us." "We are," the human responded coldly. "Everything will make sense in a bit." The gun was raised. Bang! Quilin got shot. He felt his body run cold and saw his skin also turn that sickly grey. "I am going to die. Fuck humans. At least the Regners are openly assholes," was the last thing he thought before he lost consciousness. "Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?" A voice rang out. Quilin opened his eyes. Where am I? And who are you?" Quilin asked while in a daze. "You're on Mars, specifically in the hospital ward of the Quantum Rescue Center. My name is Dr. McCollins." "Mars? I'm not on Afnis Prime anymore." "Quantum Res, what? Didn't I die? I remember that I was shot." "Mars, the fourth planet in the Sol system. No, and yes, you were shot, but to rescue you. You see, those guns were entanglers. Do you know the theory that elementary particles can exist in multiple places at once? It's actually true and works quite well. We managed to create vats with a special particle foam that will switch places with other matter if entangled. This is what happened with you and all the others here," she said, pointing around her. "By shooting you with those entanglers, all the matter in your body got entangled with one of the vats and the foam inside. The moment everything is ready, the vats will then start the switching process and move the particle foam to your place and vice versa. A nasty side effect of it is that you feel like you're dying while being entangled. Oh, and you lose consciousness for around a week. So good to see you back. Quilin didn't know what to think. But why didn't those humans tell us before shooting us? We thought we were going to die right there. Wait, did you say a week? Yep, I guess you needed a good sleep overall. You were actually out cold for 10 days. Sorry that our quite brutish troops didn't tell you, but it had a good reason. First, time. It takes about 12 seconds to entangle a whole body. Second, we can't risk the Regners understanding what happens. All they see right now is groups of people being gooified by some alien force, which is nothing they care about. The moment they know of the entanglement system, they will try to get it for themselves. So it's better to scare some people while getting them out of there than to give a hive mind a way of instant transportation right to our doorstep. Oh, and our troops aren't good with people stuff. Quilin had to digest all that information. How did a young race like the humans develop such technology in such a small window of time? No way, those are newcomers. And 10 days? No wonder he felt better. Since the beginning of the bombardment, he'd gotten at most an hour of sleep per day, and the normal sleep time for his species was around 9 hours. Still, 10 days was wild. I need a moment to understand all of that, he said. Take all the time you need. And welcome to Sol, she said with a smile and made her way to the next Aphne waking up. Quilin finally had some time to collect himself. He wasn't dead, the humans had actually rescued him. And now he was on Mars somehow, thanks to some human entanglement thingamabob. He looked around for the first time since he woke up and saw others of his kind. The elder ones who were so angry and sad, the little girl and her mother, and so many others. Humans in white and blue gowns, those vats, this nasty grey goo foam stuff. What he instantly noticed, however, was that all his people were smiling, an emotion he hadn't seen in quite a long time. Maybe humans aren't so bad after all, but who in their right mind comes up with a rescue gun? Like and subscribe for more content.